Welcome to Two Poor Artists, where we're poor at entering triumphally, but mostly we're poor at making art. My name's Benj.
And my name is Isaac. And it is true that we have not yet entered too many places triumphally or triumphantly.
Yeah, which mean the same thing.
But there was once a man, more than a man, really. God in human flesh.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get to use the word flesh too often and it not be creepy.
Yeah.
Borderline. But he entered triumphally. At least that's the word society has determined we use to describe.
Well, no, we say the triumphal entry.
Yeah, but what's
We don't say enter triumphally.
triumphally?
That's just, it's not even a word.
If it's the
like
triumphal
I
entry,
said it, but I was disappointed
so
that
he
I said it.
entered triumphantly into the triumphal so
at the triumphal entry,
he entered
triumphantly.
I see.
Yeah. Both essentially mean to celebrate a victory, though. Basically. Oh, you're writing something on there.
Yeah.
So all those people that say, "Oh, there's 10 minutes before anything was on the screen."
That was like a minute, and then there was art. I mean, sort of. Look at that.
Look at that. That's drawing.
Look at that.
It's a drawing.
That's smile.
Technically.
Smile first.
So now 10 minutes later, no one can complain.
Yeah, because there has been art on your screen the whole time.
Yeah, the whole time.
Actually, after 10 minutes, we'll have like a little teardrop, and it'll just be like, "Yeah, we're still waiting for the Two Poor Artists to begin."
I must say, though, I'm excited for next weekend.
Me too. Next weekend is going to be a big deal on the Two Poor Artists channel. Because next weekend is not only Easter weekend, which is just arguably the best weekend of the entire year anyway.
Right.
I'd say it is the best weekend of the whole year.
Yeah.
Christmas might fall on a weekend, but either way.
But Easter's always on a weekend. And honestly, Easter and Christmas, they're like equal in my book.
I completely agree.
They're both the best holidays.
It is true. But today is not next weekend. But I will say, next weekend you should look forward. There will be potentially, since no one is stopping us and we're not both deathly sick. I mean, arguably God himself stepped in and stopped us last year. We both got quite sick last Easter and couldn't make an animation. Plus, nobody commented and said they wanted us to. That also.
But then multiple people were disappointed that we didn't.
Yes, so we are working on not only 2D but potentially 3D animation.
Yeah, it's gonna be something special.
The prototype model is quite frightening.
Yes, for those of you, which is pretty much everyone, that has not seen a 3D nose first man,
don't look. Like, close your eyes.
Yeah, don't watch.
The model you showed me was borderline not appropriate for this channel. Like, it was creepy. So much so.
Well, it didn't have hair yet, which, as we all know, hair covers a multitude of sins.
That's true. But we are working on something for next weekend. But not only that, we're going to have an animation potentially next weekend. We're going to have a drawing next weekend. Plus 2 bonus videos where we make art. Not in the normal way that we make art. Yeah. But we're going to make art. It's going to be quite a thing.
It's a very special weekend.
Also, this past weekend,
we'll have a video. The plan, I think, is to have at least one video every day. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And possibly
maybe Monday.
Yeah, and we might have more than one video on some of those days. We'll see.
It's going to be wonderful. You can spend your Easter weekend with us, the Two Poor Artists, just as you wanted.
Yeah.
And you know who you are. Yeah. Anyway, I will say this current weekend that we're currently in, I guess that's how you could say it, but you shouldn't.
Yes.
This weekend was wonderful too, because not only are we here drawing today, but we were in yet another art auction. And we have an update on this. Yes, we did create the picture book. It was wonderful.
Yes, handcrafted.
Stitched, taped, glued, signed with our own hands.
Yes.
And then sold at auction to the highest bidder. I'm not going to brag too much, but I am going to brag. I will say that in the silent auction, they did need to bring out a second page for bids.
Yes.
For our item.
Because the bids were getting too high.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I wouldn't say that we were the top selling item, but we were. Because that's just what poor art does.
For the children.
Yes, it was for the children. It gets money for the children. Poor art. And for our lucky winner who's at home listening to this today, we're sorry. We're sorry you had to dig so deep in your piggy bank for so lowly a prize.
And those of you that didn't win this auction, what's the opposite of sorry?
I think we're happy for them.
Yeah.
Because you didn't win, and we know that's a sad thing to our fans. But also, now you can spend money not on children. I don't know how this. Here's the good news, really. I know there were multiple other people who wanted to get their hands on a copy of our book. And while we may not be children, we are children-level artists.
Yes.
So, in the future, when our book is available for purchase yet again, you can purchase it.
Yeah, it probably won't be handcrafted by us.
It will not.
Unless, of course, you want to pay
enough
extra that is worth it to put in the work.
We do plan on coming and doing a few book signings in the upcoming months. So you have lots to look forward to. We're sorry you didn't win. You know who you are. We know who you are. We feel your pain. We're here for you. This is like a virtual artist hug from us to you.
Yeah. I will say it was a good weekend also for the channel. Like, we increased our subscribers by like 9%.
The past month on this channel has been the most successful month for views and subscribers that we've ever had, which is quite concerning for us. Because why?
Well, people are watching.
Yeah, they are.
And that's weird.
And
they're people we don't know personally. Yeah, like, that's never happened before.
We understand our moms. We've had our friends and our friends' moms watching.
Like, we've had views on this channel by people that we don't know.
Yeah, like comments. And
comments. And then we watch their channel and we're like, okay, now we understand.
Yeah, it's true. If you subscribe to us, we're very curious in what kind of people you are.
We're like, why would you subscribe? So we always look at what videos.
Just this past week. I won't give him a shout out quite yet, but you commented on our last video, and we looked at your channel and we're like, we understand. Yeah. We watched your Pokemon drawing video, which was wonderful, by the way. Truly inspired. You used color, so you have some room for improvement. But
of course, so it wasn't true art.
No,
but it was.
But it was in the spirit of poor art.
It was.
So congratulations! Thanks for subscribing, and again. We're sorry. We're sorry.
We're sorry the algorithm brought you to us.
Yes, our way. But again, we're also, see, all it takes for us, we realized in the past month, we've talked about this quite a bit, all we need is like a wealthy benefactor. So like, to get our Two Poor Artists hotel, all we really need is like one eccentric, we don't even need a billionaire.
Yeah.
Like, it would be nice.
We give up hope, of course.
Eccentric billionaires are in short supply.
Unlike the books selling enough copies
to make our own hotel.
Like, that would be too many.
Yeah, we need like one
person that really wants to book.
Yeah, like one half billionaire. Yeah. Like $500 million.
Or just like someone who we don't even need the hotel to be in our name.
No.
Like, they can make all the money for the hotel.
No, don't say that.
Not all.
We need enough to live comfortably for the rest of our lives.
Well, of course.
Now this sounds like a hostage.
But I mean, like, if the hotel makes, them multiple millions of dollars, we only need
a few of the millions. Yeah. We can sell our art at that point. And we'll sit in our little studio, and by little I mean
just give us the gift shop. And the ability to draw art in all the rooms.
I'm getting someone's tapping on the glass of the studio from the legal team. They want me to read this. Hang on. Nothing that the Two Poor Artists have said in the last 3.5 minutes should be taken as legal contract. Please disregard any statements as far as percentages of profit are concerned. Thank you. Anyway, we should start drawing. Point is, we still don't have a hotel.
Team.
Yeah, our legal team's great. There are a couple of swell guys. Went to law school and everything.
Yep.
And anyway, we'll have our hotel one day.
You might wonder how we can afford a legal team.
We can't.
Yeah,
it's
very true.
You've heard of people doing pro bono work? People really like doing pro bono work for us.
Yeah,
because they're just like assuming one day we're gonna have a hotel.
Yeah,
and we'll remember them. So it's how we pay in hopeless promises. That's how artists work, right?
Yeah.
Like, what was it like Van Gogh? They always say he sold one painting and it was like to like the friend of a sibling or something. It's like that was just like a hopeless, it was hopeless. Artists are hopeless.
Yeah, but that person was able to sell that piece of art.
Yeah.
As much as they wanted.
And just like the first edition of our book one day will be worth countless millions. So will all poor art that we make.
Except most of it's digital, which isn't really worth anything.
No, black ink, ballpoint pen.
Right, but then like we put it online.
Oh yeah, well they can see.
Like they're not watching.
There are a few people on this earth who own physical copies of our art. Those people are gonna make it.
Yeah.
In the apocalypse, when poor art becomes the currency. So they're set, and I'm gonna.
What good times those will be!
Yeah, can't wait. We're drawing the Triumphal Entry today, in case that isn't clear.
Yeah, we went way off topic
because it is Palm Sunday today. We got so excited about next weekend, we forgot what this weekend. It's Palm Sunday today, but we've already drawn Palm Sunday. If you tuned in today, really hoping you'd see a Palm Sunday drawing, well, you can't.
Yeah,
just
go
turn off this video after you're done watching it, and go watch our Palm Sunday video.
one year ago.
Yeah, and if you're really,
you probably shouldn't go and watch it.
You shouldn't be watching this. You shouldn't be here.
Yeah.
Go. Be free. Do laundry and life things.
Yeah, see, that last year, that was one of the times where I broke the rule that we have, where we don't draw people we respect.
Yeah, because you drew Jesus.
Yeah.
But you drew a silhouette.
I mean, it was a silhouette.
It's different.
And he was playing basketball.
We don't have rules about silhouettes yet. Probably should. But anyway, it's time for a donkey.
Is it? I just hope this isn't anything like your horses. I think it's a lot like your horses.
Donkey or velociraptor, really. It's hard to tell the difference.
Sock puppet is more like
I have had such I'm not good at any form of art, but the thing I am decidedly worst at is donkeys and horses.
Yeah.
Horses. I was hoping today with donkeys I'd be able to break out.
Like, why is it so floppy? It's like
it's a donkey.
You're like, oh, horses, they're saggy everywhere.
Donkeys are floppy.
I want all of you to stop watching this video and go watch our Renaissance episode if you have not watched it yet. The episode titled Renaissance.
Donkey. See, he's a little heftier now.
And just watch Isaac draw.
He's got a...
Watch Isaac draw a saggy horse.
Oh, no.
I have a playlist on my phone.
Been shoed properly.
I have a playlist on my phone called Embarrassing Videos of Isaac at the Christmas Party.
You do not have that.
Yes, I do.
Actually,
it has the Renaissance video
you just keep
where
this
he
on
draws
hand?
The saggy butt horse.
You just keep this on hand? Why?
Yeah, it has the...
How often do you need to embarrass
the time you
don't
drew,
have the time to look it up?
It has the time you drew Hulk and his toes.
There's certain things I just wish you'd forget about.
Well, that's... I'm a very forgetful person. That's why I have a playlist that I saved on my phone.
How wonderful. Whatever you adjusted the screen to, by the way, doesn't show the pen size changing. So when you were earlier, it was like, I fixed it. It's good. No. Benj, it was bad.
Okay.
I can't tell now. So I'm going to... Ooh, this donkey. This donkey. He's got ears. He's got to have ears, but I don't know where they attach. I think one's supposed to go here. For any donkeys watching, I'm sorry. 1 ear. This one's like behind this ear. 2 ears.
What?
Um,
What happened? Like, why is...
This is a striped
Oh,
ear
a
donkey.
striped ear donkey. Okay. Why does the one ear, why is it on, why are both ears on this side of the head?
It's just a perspective thing. You can't actually.
That's not how that works. Because you can see where the other ear connects.
Donkeys have sad eyes. How do you draw a sad eye?
I think only Eeyore has a sad
I
eye.
think all donkeys have sad eyes, and that's why they made Eeyore sad. Is that sad looking?
Yeah, I mean, basically, why do you always do the demon eyes?
Look at this donkey. Oh, it's so bad. I can't do it right.
Like, why does it have like snake pupils?
Well, they look sad to me. Snakes crawling on their bellies because of Satan. That's a happy tear. You'll see why in a minute.
Oh, a happy tear.
It's a happy tear.
Not the sad tear to go with the sad eyes.
No, it's a happy tear.
Is this an unbridled donkey or does it have reins?
No, look at. Do you see a bridle?
I don't.
See? You answered your own question.
Okay.
Now, if you could just do that forever.
Has a very small mane, though.
Now he has a bit too long of one.
I wouldn't say too long.
You know.
It's also like very trimmed, but like poorly done.
Yeah, he's got like some coming out here. There, that actually helped. Because as we know, hair covers a multitude of sins.
But what you should do is cover up part of that ear, though. The one that should be behind.
Yeah, now it's questionable whether it is or not.
Yeah. Except that there's still no hair going in front of it. For some reason.
There.
Yeah. Perfect. You fixed it. That hair, it covered all of that ears.
And
yeah.
Yeah. That's basically fixed the donkey.
It did. I am significantly happier with this donkey now.
I'm still not very happy, but you know what? Of the 3 or 4 or 5 horses I've tried
Yeah,
on this channel,
one
easily the best.
So much better.
The real artists at home that are like, oh my gosh, the thing, put it out of its misery. You're not wrong.
Yeah.
But this is how all striped ears donkeys look.
Mm-hmm. It's just an unfortunate fact of nature.
Unfortunate fact.
It has nothing to do with Isaac's art skills.
Yeah. Which are, not to be. They're not good. This, as everyone knows, is a palm branch.
That's not what they look like. But
This is a mesquite branch.
We have a lot. I was going to say we don't have very many palm branches here in Arizona, but we have quite a few.
We have more palm
There's
branches
like
than we
one
should.
right outside.
Palm trees are one of those weird things that are like, they exist. They should exist like in the Sahara region of the world and like on tropical beaches, and yet somehow they're in Arizona. You're like, what's the,
Yeah. We're kind of like both of those things.
Yeah, that's not true. If you've ever been to Arizona, we have water because we steal it from other states, and I guess we have sand some places of Arizona.
Yeah, it's sand. We're not really a sandy desert.
No. And that's okay.
We're like a dirty desert.
I remember my dad saying that, like, because his family moved around the country a lot growing up. I remember him saying he was really excited when they said they were moving to Arizona because he thought of the desert. He thought of like sand dunes, and then they got here and it was just like
red
dirt.
rocks and dirt.
It's like dirt and prickly everything. Like you can do nothing in our desert.
Plus, your dad's allergic to every single thing here.
It's quite an unfortunate fact, but it's true. Yeah. If you were trying to figure out who my dad is, just start asking around. Are you allergic to everything that grows in Arizona?
Yep.
The guy that says yes through blurry allergy-ridden eyes, you'll know.
If he's not so drugged up on allergy medication
We went over to their house the other night. You were there, and he's like, I just took 2 Benadryl
and like a third
allergy medicine. And we're like, are you okay? And he was like coherent. And then later he was just like passed out on the couch.
Mm-hmm.
I was worried because he went upstairs and he was standing at the top of the stairs. And I was like, any minute now, they're going to kick in and he's just going to fall down the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
But he won't have a runny nose.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm. I mean, sometimes you just gotta
sleep it off. One for the team.
Who's team?
I don't know. It's just a thing people say, isn't it?
I'm still disappointed in you. These are more like olive branches.
Well, maybe that's what they had.
I'm pretty sure it says what they had.
At this Triumphal, you don't know what Triumphal Entry
I'm
drawing. I'm drawing
sorry.
Triumphal Entry. This might not be the Triumphal Entry.
Okay, there's a donkey and some branches.
I conveniently left out the rider of the donkey.
I guess you also don't have any like coats on the ground or anything, or cloaks or whatever they threw on the ground. Because wasn't it that they waved the palm branches and they threw their coats down on the ground?
There.
a mouse's coat?
That's exactly what I was thinking. Yeah. And maybe there's like a pair of pants.
who's like throwing their pants out?
Yeah. You don't want to know.
I mean, I guess if it's a mouse, no one cares, I guess, but...
Sock? Whatever they had. Olive branches.
Whoever's wearing that sock
and
that shirt has real weird proportions.
Maybe it might not be the same person. You ever think about that?
All I think about is how tiny they are. Or how far away they are.
Oh man, I'm really trying to figure out the background of this picture. Like, where are people? Are they like standing? And if so, where? And if so, what?
Not how.
Not how. I got the how down.
Oh, why barefoot?
So people during this era of the world that I am choosing to draw.
I at least wore sandals, I'm sure.
Maybe I'll add a sandal here in a second.
No one. I don't think there's a.
Oh dear.
Time period where people were just barefoot all the time. They didn't have as good doctors back then.
Yeah, see, this guy's got
you got your foot stabbed. You're gone.
Yeah, it's rough. Hand mangler flourished in a time like this.
Mm-hmm.
Now we've got like plastic surgeons and stuff. Makes his job a bit harder.
Well, it just lets him do it twice as many times.
Oh yeah, I never thought about that.
Job security.
That's a horrible thing for manglers.
This person.
What's wrong with them?
I'll tell you in a bit.
You'll tell me in a bit.
Well, now I want to see if you fixed it with the face. Yeah.
How do you draw a smile? People don't smile at our pictures too often.
What I was realizing when I was 3D modeling those first guys is that it's hard to make them be not smiling because their mouth is so large.
This guy's head is very off. It's very earthworm.
I wasn't looking at the screen for a minute there, and I wish I never did. I mean, hair really does fix a lot of things.
I've been saying that for years. You just recently started realizing it to be true.
It doesn't change the fact that he's got lumps on the sides of his head.
Those are ears.
They're both ears at different heights.
Got a condition.
How very...
You were just expounding on how doctors of this era couldn't help.
But what happened to him?
I don't know. Okay, that's for the
pulled an ear down.
I mean, I have my own theories.
Stretched his neck.
I have my theories. You
I
can
think
have...
he just got stretched to one side a little bit more than the other.
Oh, this was an era where stretching was a common practice, punishment, if you will.
I mean, neck stretching was like a thing that girls did.
Oh man, his neck though is
Periods
so...
of time.
It's more that his neck is just thick.
To be more beautiful.
Like, your neck isn't that much thinner than your face.
Yeah, no, the problem isn't the thickness, it's the length. The girth is only a minimal problem. The fact that his head and neck are the exact same.
I don't know.
Like, where does the neck end and the head start? He doesn't have a chin. He just has...
I feel like adding one would make it worse.
Yeah, well, because even if you did, it would just be like... Why does he have a chin?
This person's ear. This person. This person. I like to draw. Oh, this person's looking up too. Why?
Just praising God.
It's so hard to hit the pupil. I drew this assuming this was going to be a woman, but then I gave her such a strong jawline. Like, is it though? Is she? Would that be right?
I mean, so no matter what you do, this person will be more beautiful than the guy standing there.
Yeah, I mean, that's just a given.
This woman has such manly features, though.
Yeah, but she's clearly... I can't even say. Maybe I'll give her like a headband. I don't know.
Why is it just like sitting on top of her hair?
This guy...
You ever seen someone wear a headband before?
I have once. Let's see. How to make it clear that she's a woman.
Oh, why?
Oh no! Oh my god!
We are a PG channel, I think.
I didn't realize where I was putting it. Oh no! But let's be honest, it's more clear. I accomplished what I set out to do.
I guess.
I set out to accomplish what I wanted. I can't be upset as an artist. It's clear now.
But all the fans, I want to be clear. You are welcome to be upset.
I'm sorry.
Put hateful words in the comment, please.
Oh no. Oh, the pen is fighting back. It's seen what I made it do.
It should fight back.
Yeah. Where are her legs going to be now? So now she's clearly facing like this way.
Why is she barefoot too?
Well, consistency. Oops. Come on, pen, I know. I'm sorry about what I did. It doesn't usually fight me. It fights you all the time.
Well, yeah, but that's because it just knows that I've given up long ago. I don't erase any of the fights anymore. I just assume that it was meant to be.
All right, hang on. All right.
I like how you tried to claim that we do everything on pen, ballpoint. There's no reason to ask questions like that anymore. But you were trying to claim earlier that we use ballpoint pen and ink at all times, no digital. But then
what are you talking about?
You're like backs facing.
I'm not back facing. It's undoing.
Yeah.
Not erasing. It's different.
Yeah, but it's something you can only do on digital.
Hand me that pen thing. I'm gonna.
It's not gonna changing out the tip's not gonna change anything.
That. You don't know. No one knows. Oh, what have I done? I've closed off the arm.
That's just where it ends.
Well, yep, it is.
It's just an unfortunate thing that happens.
It's taking so many turns for the worse with this woman. Curse. Anyway. All right, we need to wrap this up.
Yeah, we're already half an hour in.
I know. All right, this is the Triumphal Entry. We don't exactly know who's coming in. We could take our guesses, but they're all speaking about the man who's entering. He's got 75 fish in baskets.
So they're like singing this.
Yeah, they're singing it. I know it's not very clear when I'm saying it, but
well, you were kind of singing it.
Yeah, it's true.
But
that's nice when your text box goes to the top and you don't have to finish it.
Mm-hmm.
What else is he saying? As for fresh bread. No. As for fresh bread. I was supposed to say loaves. I wrote the wrong word.
Well, you can just like insert it.
As for fresh bread.
Or can you say for fresh bread loaves?
For fresh bread. No, because then it won't be the right number of syllables. As for fresh bread. I'm just going to say it. He's got 53. Do you like his singing voice?
You can only half count it as singing.
Yeah, well, I'm only half singing.
Yeah.
There's a difference. And then, oh gosh, this poor woman. And she's like, oh goodness, that's an A. As for laws, you know, what people sing about.
Mm-hmm.
As for laws, he's got the 10 Commandments.
So this is like the song from Aladdin.
Yeah. Yeah. In fact, I'll use one of the lines from the Aladdin song right here. And to, I'm having to like sing it to get it right. And to view them he charges no fee.
It's kind of hard to like sing and write
Art, I know, it's impressive.
at the same time.
Thank you for acknowledging the struggle that I was having to go through for my craft. There we go. And then he's just sat. I was gonna do a whole thought bubble thing, but I'll just dictate. Where are they standing? Sorry.
You apologizing to your art or to everyone that has to see it?
I was apologizing to the woman. Yeah. Anyway, he's sad. I was gonna do a whole spiritual thing. The donkey's feeling the love here.
Mm-hmm.
He thinks they're all excited for him, and as far as we know, they are because he's the only one that we see.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah. Are there places or people that like charge you to see their commandments?
I don't know.
Like we expect you to follow these laws. You better pay to see them so you can follow them.
Probably. There's a lot of screwy religions in the world.
Yeah, that is very true. Oh, are those the mice?
Yeah, it's gonna quickly put a naked mouse out here.
Yeah. Kind of looks like the mouse from the.
I saw a mouse like this once, and I've oddly enough remembered
Yeah.
how to draw him.
I'm trying to remember what cartoon it's from that I've seen
Was it
a mouse like that from.
Like Speedy Gonzales, sort of?
No,
no.
I don't, because it's similar-ish to the mouse that's like the give a mouse a cookie.
Yeah.
But it's not. But it's a little bit more cartoony than that. And I remember seeing it from something like some TV show or cartoon or something.
I mean, it is pretty generic.
Yeah, it is pretty generic.
Triumphal Entry.
I don't think you spelled that right. I feel like you spelled triumphal.
Triumphal. Dang, you're right. I did. It's because I was still singing this song in my head. It's difficult to think a song and write a word at the same time. Yeah. Not the triumphal, just triumphal entry.
Mm-hmm.
This could be Jesus coming in. If so, I certainly hope he heals the woman's arm. That happens in the Bible. He heals people's shriveled hands and arms and blindness and
Mm-hmm. True. I don't think there's a case of him healing back a missing arm.
Yeah,
but it's well with
shriveled hand is close enough.
Yeah, I mean it's. I'm not saying he couldn't.
I would be willing to bet not every miracle of Jesus is recorded in the Bible.
Yeah, according to John.
Yeah, exactly.
They aren't.
Exactly right. So this maybe was one. Maybe.
Yep. Possible.
Let's just take a moment before I hand it. Well, actually, I'll hand it over and I'll just reflect while you're saving it and doing the stuff before you can draw. Let's just take a moment to reflect on the fact that this is not the worst work animal that I have drawn. Of the horses and donkeys I've drawn, this is probably the best.
Mm-hmm.
It's also just admit that what I've said all along about curvy lines making a woman is correct.
No, we're not admitting that.
Yeah, but it's true. Let's also just admit that that mouse is maybe the cutest thing I've ever drawn. And that's probably just because I was copying something I remembered from a long time ago. What else can we admit? We can admit that guy's throat is kind of gross and long. And I never did draw sandals on their feet. So there's that too.
They probably
threw
it in the road.
I'm not threw it in the road. Yeah, somewhere further down. I'm not usually this reflective on my art. I usually try to look away as quickly as humanly possible and forget all about it.
Yeah, and
let's do that.
we'll just get rid of that.
Thank you so much for that. And
now
we've all forgotten about that for the rest of our lives.
Yep. It wasn't bad enough. Like I was expecting from the start that I would be adding it to my playlist. But
I gotta see this playlist sometime. I can imagine the videos that are on it because I was there for all of them.
Yeah, they're all you.
Yeah, saggy butt horses, sock puppet horses. They're all probably horse related.
Not all of them.
No, I've drawn some
At
terrible.
least one of them's Reese's related.
I'm gonna have to create a playlist of yours now. It would be easy.
It would have some of the same videos.
It would have some of the same videos. It might have this video. Like, that's a lot of pressure on you, I know.
Let's see. So, we've got Triumphal Entry.
Yeah.
So,
let's just admit that I got through the drawing without being blasphemous, and you should try to do the same.
Ooh.
I didn't draw.
Let me just real quickly come up with a different idea.
I didn't draw Jesus, and I didn't say anything outright. If I did say anything outright blasphemous and I've already forgotten, leave a comment.
Yeah, please do. We need
nose first, man.
Like, I feel like nose first people are in some way blasphemous to the human form.
That is true.
So
our picture book has a nose first man. He's actually a central part of the book. Yeah. One day when you all get a chance to read it.
Yep. Well, but oh no, because we did 2 of the pages on this channel yesterday.
There's only one person on Earth. Well, that's not entirely true. There's people at the auction who probably read.
Wow, this person.
There's only one person on Earth though right now who can read it, except I guess us. But
yeah, and people like
member of the general public.
I printed off multiple incorrect pages, so they're just like
so if you're
scattered around pages
if you're one of those,
in my room.
Maybe we have one of these fans and we're not aware of it. One of those new fans that like we don't know who they are. Maybe there's a fan who's like, you know, when people are like super big fans of celebrities, they like dig through their trash. If you dig through Benjamin trash, you might be able to get a copy of our book.
What is this guy even doing here?
You drew him. You're just like going for a random dude, and then you're gonna base your whole like, what is this guy doing? What's he thinking?
Well, like
what?
He's just
what triumphal entry is he a part of?
Like I drew his arm. Like he's not really triumphing anything. Oh well.
Yeah, I mean, triumphal can be a relative term.
I'm gonna
like,
draw.
You think you've triumphed, like like I took out the trash today. That's a triumph for me. You know, like if you set the bar really low, that guy's nose is really tiny. I'm just gonna. Okay, never mind. It's a woman.
Yeah, nose first women are a little bit less nosy.
You know what you got? I've never seen one of your drawings have such a small nose. Let's just point that out. It's not a bad thing.
She's very petite in her nose.
Yeah, you know what you got to do now?
What, like?
No, no. Come on, you got one more line. Oh gosh, it's not a woman. We all thought it was. Clearly not. Clearly a man with a mullet. Did she draw this like stick woman just in defiance of my drawing? Because bravo. She doesn't look she's just like the female clone of that guy. Like she has arguably worse shoes. It's like if his shoes got a flat tire, they'd be her shoes. Like his shoes are clearly inflated. You know, like the new Air Jordans, and then hers just like stepped on a nail.
She's wearing like a dress.
Yes, I can see that.
It's very different from him.
It's true, I guess. I don't know that arm is in the right spot completely. Like her arm is like going down and then up like a snake. His arm is so much worse.
Because like the elbow's
his
like
arm
here.
is like one of those things from the Alien movies coming out of his chest. Like,
no, like the elbow's here.
Look at it. It's coming out of his chest, whatever it is.
The elbow's like right here.
Look at it. It's like it's both of them. Just have like an alien popping out of their chest.
No,
it's horrible.
Normal. It's normal.
It's creepy.
It's perfectly
normal. If anything.
Okay.
Because so far they're just so weird looking. Like, what even? Oh gosh, that doesn't help. A single finger. You notice how some weeks we only talk about the drawing, like this week, and other weeks we don't talk about the drawing at all.
Well, we talked a lot about not the drawing before.
You want to know? I'll give you a little insight into the two poor artists' minds. We were originally going to draw Palm Sunday, and then we're like, wait, we already drew Palm Sunday.
Yeah, which happens a lot.
Yeah, it happens quite often. That's a big insight into our minds. We don't remember what we drew. We go back and look at our videos because there was like the whole first year we drew, we almost didn't do a single holiday.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next year we're like, wait, did we do that holiday? No, why didn't we do it? And then we did a bunch of holidays. And now it comes to a holiday and we're like, wait, we still have to go back and look. The other insight
I probably should have looked up what a trumpet looks like.
You've invented something out of Whoville for him to play. Dragged it straight into his world. Plus, this is not an instrument that Nose First people would play. That one piece, that one part is like about to go up his nose. Like one slip and it's up his nose.
Yeah.
Hers is a little better, but it's also not to her lips.
Yeah, because she
yeah.
Yeah.
Good hand drawing. You drew the hand in the right place. I don't know how she's playing it or pushing the buttons on the top. But...
well,
and that's how little I know about trumpets. I know they're probably not called buttons.
You think this is the hand, but this is the button.
No, I know.
That's the hand.
I know that.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Yeah, it's some Whoville instrument.
Yeah, and so then
Cindy Lou Who probably played it in
over
band.
here, there's just like this.
The other thing we were going to draw today is we were going to draw Hosanna.
Mm-hmm.
But we couldn't think of any puns for that.
I thought of one.
Yeah, but it wasn't good. It was bad. In
It's
fact,
like Anna with the hose.
Yeah, with a hose.
Yeah, with the hose.
That's what we call not a good pun. Girl named Anna holding a hose.
I think all puns.
I was just gonna draw Anna who worked at the garden store selling hose. And
well, that's the same pun.
No, not a hose. Yours is like a fire hose, isn't it?
I didn't say what kind of hose.
Oh, see, one of us would have drawn a fire, like a water hose. The other one would have used that gardening instrument that no one actually uses. What? You ever known anyone to own a hoe?
Oh, you meant a gardening hoe. Like, I thought you meant the exact same. Like she was selling hose.
No, I would have said
like hoses.
I would have said
okay.
Hose as in like the plural of. Anyway, it would. I hope you're not sad that this is what we drew, and if you are, leave us a comment. Maybe next Palm Sunday,
and if
we can draw Hosanna.
If you have a good pun for Hosanna,
yeah,
tell us what it is.
Yeah, like please leave us comments. There's like 80 of you now.
Yeah,
all of you should leave us a comment.
We respond to all of them. If you made
it this far into the video, first of all, no one made it to this part of the video.
Yeah, most of our videos get like 5 minutes of view.
We know who you are. I mean, you're not listening right now, but we know these people who watch like the first 2 minutes and the last 2 minutes. And by the first 2 minutes, I mean like the first 2 minutes of the first drawing, which lately has been like 20-something minutes into the video, I think. At least 10. Is that a canon of trumpets?
No, it's a trumpet of trumpets.
Oh. A trumpet of trumpets sounds like Paul being like a Pharisee of Pharisees. It's like that is a good trumpet. That trumpet's been around. Prodigy trumpet. What is that thing?
It's the worst.
It's like a clarinet.
It fell. It got broken. People stepped on it.
Gosh, these instruments. That's clearly a cannon. And what is this? Why is this the triumphal entry? And what is wrong with the ground? Why is she floating?
She's not floating. It's a path.
She's not on it.
No, none of them are. The trumpet's on it.
Where is she? She's like hopping. Maybe we're catching the moment, like right as her inflated shoes popped, and she hasn't quite fallen to the floor yet. I've said a lot of negative things about your drawing today. I think it's time for a compliment. You ready?
Is such a thing possible?
You draw really straight lines. Oh, wait, that wasn't a compliment. I'm sorry.
That was a lie.
You draw really crooked lines. But you're great at drawing flugelhorns.
Is that what they're called?
I mean,
they have to be called trumpets. That's the pun.
I'm going to look up flugelhorn. I think that's something I've heard in
like fake things?
Like a Dr. Seuss. Would you believe that a flugelhorn
is a real
instrument?
Oh, and if I just like draw a loop under this,
it's like a trumpet with a loop. Like,
pull up a trumpet. I need to see what it looks like.
I think everyone at home should go look up flugelhorns because you drew them like spot on.
Yeah, like if I just drew like a loop under these, it would be
a flugelhorn. Look at that. That's a trumpet.
Oh man, there's so many loops and stuff that I forgot about.
So many parts. Yeah.
Why did I choose trumpets? Well,
I mean, Bench, these are clearly clarinets. Whatever you drew, and even calling them a clarinet, there's like a music person at home who's like turning this channel off because I bothered to call it a clarinet. Let's just call it trumpets. Nose first trumpets.
Yeah, this is what the Nose First Society calls trumpets. And this is what they look like.
The Nose First Society? Is that just like... Is that a thing?
Yeah. You think they're just regular people?
I mean, I have like the Hand Mangled Society. But they're just like people who the hand mangler got to, and they meet for like a support group once a week.
Well, you think Nose First people don't need support groups?
I mean, as soon as
look at what their creator did to them.
As soon as the first part of a Nose First trumpet pops up your nose while you're playing, then I guess you probably do need a support group.
Yeah. And this is the title.
Triumphal. What? Is it going to be trumpet? Triumphant? This is not turning into an English lesson.
Trumpful.
Trumpful is just
Entry. Like that's gonna be like a word, and it's not gonna mean what I want it to be.
You should have drawn Donald Trump.
Well, but that's like two layers.
Trumpful Entry.
I mean to like try to draw a Donald Trump over here.
Oh, I'm not saying you. I'm not. I don't know. It's up to you. Nose first Trump would be.
I'd have to like do all the stereotypes of like wispy hair and small hands.
It's probably for the best that you don't. Plus, you've already got the lines and.
Yeah, I'd have to you'd have to have striped pants and.
Just picture it in your own head.
Yeah, imagine right now. Look at this, right here on the right side. Imagine nose first Trump.
Is he? And he's not even the one entering. He'd be there like playing a.
No, he's just like playing a trumpet.
Who's entering?
A trumpet.
A giant trumpet
that like shoots out trumpets.
I
mean, it's a cannon, but it looks like a trumpet.
This is like something from a nightmare. Like people who watch this today are gonna go to sleep tonight and have like nightmares about the giant trumpet that shoots trumpets. And those are gonna be the kind of trumpets that fly out of it. Curly, nasty, crushed ones. Did these people just pick up ones from the floor?
No, those are broken. They brought their own.
If a trumpet like shot out a trumpet from, I'm guessing, its mouth,
yeah,
I would not then use it as an instrument.
Right? No, those all got broken. They brought their own.
Your drawing concerns me. Like just anthropomorphic giant trumpets that shoot trumpets.
I never said that they were like it was a living trumpet. It's like mechanical.
That helps actually, I think.
Like it's not, there's not a person. It's like just a trumpet comes in.
This is unfortunately like one of those things you'd have like a performance art piece. It's like it's a giant trumpet and every hour it shoots a broken trumpet out of it.
Yeah.
Means something.
Like this is like one of those like weird dystopian future cartoon things.
This is not
like someone built a trumpet that would go around distributing trumpets.
Kind of weird Twilight Zone episode have you drawn here.
Like, and it just like, so every year it like comes into town once a year.
Imagine just like stumbling upon this town and then just like the horror that would have to ensue. You're like, the trumpets are actually the citizens turned into trumpets, and some like dark dystopian. Because
it's like, where does it get the trumpets to distribute the trumpets? Right? And you're always like trying to figure out like why, where.
What about the missing school children in our town? There's like no children in the town.
But then it's like at one point, like you think it's all these like crazy things.
Yeah.
And you just like see it in the mines, mining for ore,
But you see
forging
the trumpet?
trumpets. Yeah.
I thought it wasn't alive.
That's what it does all the rest of the year.
Alive.
But it's mechanical. But that's what it does all the rest of the year.
It's so weird. It's so weird. So trippy what you've drawn.
Yeah.
Your drawings get oddly dark at times. I don't know. Sometimes. Like, and this didn't have to be. It could have been happy.
But it is happy. Look at them playing the trumpets.
Hey,
smiling. Well, I don't know if she is smiling.
I thought that was a man.
No.
Oh.
She's wearing a dress, long hair, small nose.
Okay.
That's how you know it's a woman.
It's too many details to remember. But
any one of those things.
Yeah, okay.
There's no Adam's
apple. I don't
apple.
want to think about your drawing anymore. Can we just? She doesn't even have a neck. What are you talking about? Of course she doesn't have an Adam's apple.
I was saying he looks
turtleneck dress.
He looks excited to be there.
He does, if you think hard enough.
She does not.
See, this is one of those things in the gallery. People are gonna be like, some people are gonna like relate to this drawing too much for some reason. You know, be like, I feel like him, and other people, the women will be like, I feel like her.
Mm-hmm.
No neck. Yeah, you know, deflated shoes. Like, people are going to get too much out of this.
Yeah.
And maybe there's some subconscious part of it that puts meaning into art. I think there is.
Mm-hmm.
I think part of it's just the pen, part of it's our level of skill, but part of it's just like subconsciously what we're trying to convey.
Yes.
You know? And
even if it's like not on purpose in any way, like the pen slips.
That's still,
it's just
there's meaning
the meaning.
In that.
Yeah, it's the
in accident.
It's the meaning that was meant to be.
Yeah, there's no happy little accidents.
No,
don't let Bob Ross.
Yeah,
those are like horrible, life-shattering mistakes.
Things are allowed,
like,
to be sad
in art. Yeah,
like not everything has to be a happy little accident. Some things can be sad, big accidents.
Yeah, and that's what our art strives to do. With those happy words in mind, we hope you have a wonderful Palm Sunday. Tune in next weekend for our big two poor artists extravaganza. No, we can't call it that. Just tune in next weekend. We've got some fun videos to share with you.
Before this ends, I have a question for the audience.
This can't be good.
3D nose first person, should it have eyelids that blink? Goodbye.
Nightmare fuel. That's your whole drawing this week. Nightmare fuel.
As always, we're surprised you made it this far into our video.
There's no way we could possibly ask you to subscribe to this atrocity, so we won't.
We would say share it with your friends, but it's probably better for wasting your enemy's time.
We're probably not going to get any better, but we will keep drawing.
See you next time.